actually sounds like a Harley now. All right, what's going on? So, today we got something a little bit different here. Basically, I wanted to go over beginner mods on a bike. And if you have a brand new Harley Davidson that's fuel injected, I just want to show the simplicity of how we can transform a bike with basically an hour's worth of time. We can make it sound better, perform better, and actually run a little bit smoother, since Harley likes to run their shit super lean from the factory. Gay! Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lean conditions are no good, especially when you're air cooled. Now, what we've got here today is my friend's 2018 Harley Davidson Street Bob. So this thing is basically brand new. It is completely stock, and what we're going to do is we are going to install some S&S slip-ons. So these are their black ceramic coated slash cut guys that even have the removable core. So if you want to go super blow your neighbor's eardrums out loud, you can. We've got an intake from S&S. It comes complete with the actual filter element on it as well. Now all of this stuff comes with all of the proper hardware you're going to need and gaskets that you'll need to do the installation. Honestly, this should take no longer than 30 minutes. And to top that all off, if you're doing any modification to any engine where it's going to increase the airflow either in or out of the motor, you're going to need to compensate with fuel. Now, obviously, this is fuel injected. It's not carbureted. You can't tune it with a screwdriver, but you can get one of these. This is plug and play retard proof. So, got a DynoJet Power Commander 5. It's simple. I used to run them on all my bikes. If you can't figure out how to put one of these in, and the cool thing is there's maps. So Power Commander or DynoJet has thousands and thousands and thousands of different tunes for like exact application. So I'm talking like, there's one specifically like, do you have these exact slip-ons and that exact air cleaner? Well, somebody has made one. You basically just go online, you download it, and you can throw it into the bike. Now, is that going to be perfect for all riding conditions? Probably not, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than your stock setup with some exhaust and an intake on it. Also, there's an adapter to this they'll get a little bit later on down the road that allows it to auto-tune itself. So that way when you're changing elevation, it just basically reads everything off the O2 sensors and changes it for you. More retard-proof stuff. And it saves the factory map. When you take something like a brand new bike in for warranty work, you could just flip the switch, it's back to normal, you kind of just remove the box, nobody knows any better, and then you take it all out and just plug it back in and do it again. All right, so before we get working on this thing, we might as well fire it up so you can hear what it sounds like before, which is basically quiet. Thank you, Casey. This bolt here is in a really shitty position, so you can't get a ratchet in there. You're gonna need to have a ball head Allen just to get that one in. But other than that, simple stuff. All right, so exhaust is off, literally takes 2 minutes. Of course, Dan, shall we do a mandatory no muffler fire up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do that. All right, already sounds better. We're done here. Better too. I think it was supposed to be like that.
Those mufflers do a lot.
Yeah.
I did not expect that actually.
Mm-hmm. All right. Put those new guys on. All right, so it didn't take too long at all. Pipes are on. Just a few minutes already. It's a hell of a lot better. Much smaller, cleaner. See how she sounds. This is with the resonators still in. It's not too loud, it's not annoying. It's always the worst part. It's like sometimes too loud of exhaust gets annoying for some people.
And the exhaust, the other night you were doing it at like 12 o'clock and it went
Decent. All right, let's move on to that intake. Okay, got the air cleaner on and the pipes, and this really cleans up the bike. And it's such a simple modification. I mean, it's completely bolt on. It takes an hour tops, and that's only because some of these bolts are in kind of a pain in the ass spot to get to. Other than that, this bolt's completely in, no mess, no modification to anything. Everything fits as it should. It even comes with this cover plate so that your throttle body isn't exposed, so you're not showing a bunch of, you can see back in there, it's like all the wiring and plug for the throttle body. Yeah, looks good. We'll fire it up. I don't want to run it too long because we don't have the tune on it yet. Get a little intake noise too. All right, so these little end caps right here are decibel reducers. We don't need those, so we're gonna go ahead and take those out. Let's see how it sounds. So once you get the last little bolt out, this guy slide right out. Let's just do a test. Let's see what it sounds like with these out, and then let's pull the entire core out. Let's see what those sound like. Science. All right, well, so these have some funky ass lock key screw so you don't tamper with it, but we're gonna have to get that because we need to hear what it sounds like at full blast. But let's give it a little test with just the dB reducers out. Okay. You can tell right off the bat it's a little bit deeper. You know what? We can actually do this. So you just with those in, quiets it down pretty significantly. Holy shit, it actually sounds like a Harley now. I like it. Now, this setup could not be easier. The cool thing about all this DynoJet stuff is that, and by the way, I paid for this out of pocket, so this is not some freebie that was like given to us. The shit just works. I don't know, it's not really a shameless plug. But look at this. All of it is factory connectors, so this legit just plugs right in, and you can run this, and then there's also additional ports that you can run for different switches. So you can hold two tunes in this. So if you want to run a stock tune and then your modified tune on like a switch, like on a toggle switch, you can just do that. You can also run different stuff like launch control, electronic shifting. Check that, so pretty cool. And it also comes with obviously all the stuff you need. And it always comes with this like double-sided Velcro stuff. So you know, you find a little spot under the cover and basically just stick it on. It's so you can remove it easy, so when you gotta take it back to the dealer for warranty stuff, or if you're gonna sell the bike, you can just pop it right off. You don't have to like make some crazy custom harness for it. So. All right, so we got this Power Commander 5 here that we're gonna install, but we are gonna hold off until tomorrow because we've gotta load the tune on it first. Now, you'll need a PC in order to do that. I do know that Twitch Daddy at the office here does have a PC, so we can download the program, get it on the Power Commander, plug this in, and this thing will be ready to go. Simple as that. I mean, this whole process, maybe an hour and a half. Okay, so we're gonna throw that Power Commander on. First things first, we gotta get these side covers and the seat off. Then we just plug it in. Okay, system's installed. Obviously, can't really see any of it. Moment of truth. Much better. Honestly, bang for your buck, this is one of the biggest improvements you can make to a stock bike. Hey, it'll sound good, it looks better, much cleaner, and you can actually feel the performance difference in the seat of your pants. Now, as you can see, for the most part, I used all S&S products except for the tuner, obviously, because they don't make one. But the reason being is, I trust in the company. I mean, I've been beating on their 111 in my Dyna now for, oh man, almost a year, and it's not failed me once. Proof's in the pudding there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I wanted to give a demonstration on how